My name is Nikita. I'm the IDIA team leader for Nagaland chapter. Okay. So why law? I'm sure most of you like art student. Yes, now you must be from commerce and science stream too, right? Or is everyone from art stream? No. No, right? So you must see. The thing is that why we talk about law. Okay. When we say law, everyone perceives that what we do is basically go to courts, nah?
Yes.
Don't we do Bhavish, nah?
Yes.
No. Ki Bhavish, what do you think when we said law? What do lawyers do? Huh?
Fight for justice.
Justice, judgment, nah? Arki. Ha? True, the green, nah? From the kite. Arki. I think the one work. Canada, Kuina. No, we don't only go to court for time pass. We go for fighting cases and all that.
Yes.
But that's basically not what we do, okay? No, that's not basically, that's not the only thing what we do, okay? Law as an option, when you study law, you can do so many other things. As I've explained in the schools that I've visited, and I'm sure the other team members must have explained in your schools. Now, law, when you study law, so the course that NLUs, the national law schools that we, like ours are providing is a 5-year course. There, BA LLB course, BA LLB, BSc LLB, BBA LLB. There, for science stream, BSc Gurumunja Khanduna, BSc LLB. So why law? Okay. Don't bhavash nahi chasai court te time pass kuwa jai. That's true. Like DC court, I'm not trying to offend anyone or something, but then in DC court there are lots of lawyers, right? So basically everyone is under the assumption that when you do law, you're going to courts and you're ending up being lawyers, advocates, and fighting for cases. Or if you don't get cases, ne time pass jai na. But that's not basic. That's not it. Okay. Sorry. Law purishi kule, you don't necessarily have to go to courts. Nah. You can go to so many, you can join companies, if you want to join, Modahan Army Jaumun Jahan na, Army Jaina, Army Jaule, you can do law and join the army, na, Sabi Moi there. See, I want to join the army, na, so I'm studying law. So BALLB, na, 5 years course. So after 5 years course, what any person who wants to join the army would do is give this exam called JAG, okay, Judge the Advocate General, na. So when you give this exam and you clear it, you get army de jaishukule, you get ranking thake to na. So class 12 braja, BA braja, difference is to. Same way, if you do law and go, there is a difference, okay. So then you get starting rank to, it becomes lieutenant, na. Agi piche card bhota na. Escort lagina berao na man. Like that, okay. So see, that doesn't necessarily be only in army, but Navy, Air Force, na. So lawyers are required even in defense field. That's what I'm trying to say. Na court martial army la case court jain hoy. So it basically it kure there. For example, moi dusra schools explain na. Football to sab sai na. Sai na sai. Ai maiki khandi sai. Smart maiki khan man hal maiki khan sai. To maiki khan football sai na. So everyone see, football still what happens is that when club transfers take place, right? Yes, to go. Yes. So club transfers can hoy na. So when you transfer from a club to another club, so you signing amount kan thagin hoy. Kali pursu club transfer kan hoy dekshe jane na mutakhando. Ay misas de. Nakamano na football ni club ado misa na. Nikle. तो तय से लाना जिकल दो मतलब तो सभी क्लब can transfer आदम तो signing amount खान थकी तो ना सभी Arsenal they recently कौन transfer है Ozil transfer है ना मन पैसा दिया 42 point something million, right? Something like that around about. So itu खान लावी transfers खान कोई मुहाने कोई दे ना तो media खान लाती भी entertainment sector ढलवी ठीक ही so law police बोले you don't necessarily have to be caught up in the court, okay? You can do whatever you want, as in entertainment lawyer if you want to be a sports lawyer you can do that. It depends on the area and the interest that you have, okay? So basically law has so many options, okay? And how NLUs 5-year course is different from 3 years course is that 3 years course for na 3 year BA pro na 3 years BA pro na aro 3 years law for shame 3 plus 3 BA LLB for 5 years. There. So at the end of 5 years, you get BA as well as LLB. So that is 5 years. How many years safe class there? 1. So 1 year safe class. Nah. So when you become a graduate from NLU, okay, that becomes the difference. Like one NLU it was graduate kurishe gole because of the standard of learning that we get, because it's like no more, it means in a textbook like question answer no na. So we get to explain, like we get to how to say, like more like king of views as it one niche uthao pare na. So like that we get to grow na. So Mohan Bahari wapas aayishe gole. If you want to come back to, if you don't want to stay Bahar and you want to come back to Nagaland also, it's still an added advantage for you. Okay, like see, recently there was a exam held na, civil judge like exam thagishe do Dimapur there Nagaland te. So there were 3 seats, okay, 3 seats. So that there were duita do NLU students were loshe. Ekta Nalsar la student, okay, one was a Nalsar student alumni, one was from our college, NUJS Kolkata. Okay, so there's 2 people who got it, and the third person was someone who had been practicing law forever, like 8 to 10 years in the court. Okay, so you get it, like Mohanla H. We get it, like Mohanla. We have an added bonus. What I'm basically trying to say is that, okay, like so. Yeah, that's why law. Okay. Ton kunba confused hase law kile like man kile law la ko ase. Ton kunba confused hase. Bujishna muki ko ase. Acha. So I think yeah. So bujanai. So yeah, NLU's lade itu SD Mohan National Law Schools to Mohan all over India as na. Wais na. Itu entrance kane Mohan Triyan ke train kura kadu CLAT Common Law Admission Test de. Common Law Admission Test de around like 14 to 16 law schools as de. So itu schools all over India se. Delhi te ki koi sorry. Hyderabad te ase, Bangalore te ase, Ranchi te ase, Raipur te ase, Kolkata te ase na. And these law schools are like the best in the country. There. So the top law schools te puro na. Sabi last year na Mohan idea kita, Mohan last year aise de, Mohan ko Krishna last year aise na. So Mohan last year aise de, to last year ekta mai ki ge lushe. Duida manu ki lushe. Ekta to Livingston School ba ase. It's a present class 12, and one was like from last year class 12 detection. So right now she's studying in our college. Okay, NUJS Kolkata na. So Mohala college te study pura ase. So her name is Vinatuli Yato. Okay, so basically Tailo like so what we did was that after she gave her class 12 exam, we took her to Calcutta and we trained her for some time, for like 1.5 months. We provided like her transportation and training and all. So this training was given by the best institutes, and we mentored her, we trained her ourselves. Okay, so this training also cost about like 50 to 60,000, but this also will be providing you free. Okay, after that what she was there for 1.5 months, right? So we paid for accommodation, everything. So she gave this entrance called CLAT, the one which I said before. Now, and after she gave the exam, fortunately she got through NUJS. Okay, so at present she's studying in our college. Okay, so my college, I'm paying about like 2 lakhs in a year. Nah, it could be paying. Okay, she's not paying anything. Okay, so we search for her sponsors or like scholarships and all, and that's basically how she's studying there. Okay, so when you become an IDI scholar, you will, depending on your scores and like on the schools on the national law schools that you get, you will be getting the benefits like her. Okay, so yeah, so you see that it is a win-win situation, right? And one thing, like we don't ask for anything from you all. Okay, we don't need even a rupee from you all. What we need is a idea.
Let me tell you why we started this project. Now, so if I am studying in a national law university and I am spending 12 lakh, okay, after end of my education I am joining in some law firm for 1 lakh rupees per month, okay, but I am not coming to my society and I am not doing any work to them, right? Just because I have spent it, 12 lakhs, okay, so I also need to earn some money, right? So now you tell me that if I tell you that you have to spend 12 lakhs, okay, throughout your 5 years, and after end of your education you have to come back to Nagaland and you have to do work for your own people. How many of you want to do that? See, no hands. So that's why we started this project. We thought that we'll produce good quality lawyers who will come back to their society and will speak for their society. Okay, so that's why we started this scholarship, and we will pay in your education. We are a charitable trust. Okay, so our trustees are Professor Shamnath Bashir, Mr. Shishira Rudrappa, Justice Rumapal, and Professor MPC. Okay, So we through this scholarship, okay, what we are offering is that we'll pay entire your education, including your laptop and books, everything we'll try to cover. If you get top law schools, I mean there are 14 law colleges throughout the country, okay, among them, if you get top 6, then we'll try to, find some sponsor for you, and they will sponsor your entire education. So that's what we do. Now, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions regarding that? Okay. So now, Projeto Bhattacharya, he will tell you, he already worked in law firm, Luthra and Luthra. So he will tell you about the job perspective and what kind of work, apart from practicing in court, what kind of work lawyer is supposed to do.
Okay, simple question. How many of you want to be rich? I mean really rich. Let's see hands. Yeah? Let's see. Come on. Well, most of you don't. Okay, I want to. Right? Here's a simple thing. Joining a national university is one of the surest ways of actually becoming quite rich. Yeah. When I quit my job recently, right? So those arbitrary figures that he's mentioning, that of 1 lakh a month, they're not really arbitrary. I used to get paid more than that. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. If you really want to make a lot of money, then yeah, that's one of the surest things that you can do, join a law firm. Other one, you can probably go do an MBA. Yeah, but that's a postgraduate degree. What else can you do if you don't want to be so rich? Yeah? What do you think? Of course, you can wear a gown and you can go to court and spend some time, waste some time even. What else? What do you think? Where else do you think you can work if you are a lawyer? Where else do you think a lawyer might be necessary? Give me an idea. How about you? Apart from a court. Okay, yeah. In a court, in a law firm, in a company. Yes, where else? In what role? In what role in society? How in society? How? How do you think a lawyer can add value to society? So they want you to come back and add value to your society. How? Yeah? No? Come on, hazard a guess. This is not a test. I'm asking for a guess. You can join an NGO if you want. You can go work for the government. If you check the number of civil servant aspirants, you'll see a lot of them have done their law. Yeah? It helps. Because law is one of the subjects that you can take as your optionals in your UPSC, in all your civils. Yeah? You can join an NGO. All these NGOs hire lawyers. Not just to go to court, but to do a lot of documentation. Simple things, Every time you go to buy a pen in a shop, that's actually a legal contract. So that's how important lawyers can actually be. So when you want to be a lawyer, it's not just wear a black coat, go to court and scream and shout at the judge. That's not it. It's not that boring. It can be very interesting. You can teach. You can always go back to law school and teach if you want. Yeah? There's so much to do if you actually want to be a lawyer. So let's take a sort of finger count on what we can do. You can make a lot of money. You can join a law firm, a company. They are corporate jobs. You can join an NGO. Not a lot of money, but you can give back to society. You can join the government. You can work as a social worker. Yeah? What else did I say? What else could you do? Anything else? No? Tell me, how many of you are confused as to what you want to do after 12? Sorry? Speak up. Don't worry, speak up. How many? Huh? Everyone? Yeah? So here's the thing. We all are. Right? When I was in your position, I was really, really confused. I had science in my 12th. I had no idea. Right? So I landed up for some random exam called the National Entrance Test and got through to NEJS. It was that random. But I'm just here to offer the benefit of my experience. It's just that, right? I'm telling you that there is so much you can do if you want to be a lawyer. You can always go to court also, wear a black coat and shout like Sunny Deol. Yeah? Tarif pe tarif, tarif pe tarif. But theek hai. If you don't want to do that, that's also a possibility. Yeah? So, give it a serious consideration. If it's money you want, law is a definite option. If it's career satisfaction you want, law is an option. Right? Lawyers are amongst the most satisfied and the most hardworking people. They're also amongst probably the most confused lot. And most importantly, yeah, if you want to give back to society, right? If you want to make sure that that you can pass on the benefits that you might be getting under IDIA, then it's a good idea. See, we are all lawyers. We've all studied law, right? And we want to help you guys to get where we were and get the benefits that we got. At least for some of us, we realize that it's very easy to sit in law school and say, no, fine, I'll take my 1 lakh rupees in a month out from a law firm, I'll be happy. It's easy for some of us to do it. For some of us, it's not so. Because we want to make sure that everybody has that option, at least the chance, right? What you do thereafter with the chance is your matter, right? So that's why IDIA, right? So if you want to be a lawyer, it's not just being Sunny Deol and Damini, right? There's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of work to be done. So consider it. Yeah? Okay. Now, apart of course from the fact that what you can do after law school, we have a current student of NUJS here to tell you about what is the fun that you can have in college, right? So it's fun 5 years, right? So let's hear it from them.
It's not just fun, it's a lot of fun. We get to do whatever we want. In fact, there is mooting, which is basically mock courts. You do not have to go to the actual court. We have moot courts in our college, which provide you training, and also they give you questions and you have to argue in the mock court. So, and not just in our college, we have a mock MCS society, which is a moot court society, in every law school, in every national law school, which sends you abroad to countries like Vienna, Vienna, UK, Singapore, for a lot of moots. Also, we have debating. I'm sure many of you might be interested in debating. So, debating is an option to do, to pass your time in law school. Then we have a lot of games that go on in law school. We have a lot of societies in law school, like cultural society. If you like dancing, if you like singing, if you like acting. Then we have theatre society if you like acting. Then we have sports committee if you're interested in sports. Then we have nature committee if you're interested in saving the environment. Then we have constitutional law society. There are 100 societies in every law school, so you have no dearth of activities to do in college. And yeah, and now Arnab will take over with whatever.
Sorry, just to cut back in here. Look at it this way. Let's take a poll. How many of you like to watch movies? Yeah? Right. How many of you like to play football? Any sport, football, volleyball, cricket, swimming, whatever. Yeah, you guys like that? Right.
The guy is leaving over there.
Who?
That.
Ah, right. So here's the thing. Law school gives you that opportunity not just to sit in class and say, all right, open one big fat textbook and read. We're not doctors. We don't expect you to be machines. We don't expect you to study 24 hours a day. At least even if they expect us, we don't do it. Okay? So here's the thing. If you go to a law school, and all these law schools will give you this facility, right? You can practically do whatever you want. If you want, you can just sit around and waste your time. That's also an option, right? But most importantly, whatever it is that you like to do, you want to act, you want to quiz, you want to debate, you want to moot, you want to play football, whatever it is that you want to do, right? All these law schools give you that opportunity. It gives you that little bit of extra free time, right? We don't expect you to just sit in your rooms with a book with your face inside a book and read. Law schools want all you guys to become well-rounded individuals, right? So any kind of extracurricular that you can think of, if you want, you can make it up and make up your own society and start it in law school. It's that good, right? So whatever it is that you want to do, that you think that you should have in your 5 years of student life, law school is going to give you that opportunity, right? It allows you to go to foreign countries. I have personally been to Bangladesh and to Thailand on debates. Yeah. So if you want, You don't have to. There are people who go to Austria, there are people who go to Australia, UK, USA, you name it, they've all been there, right? So just consider it. It's not a bad life. 5 years, 5 fun years. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I can assure you that almost all law grads have enjoyed it. Because of nothing else.
National Law School say diversity naina. See, in the National Law School that I am from, after me there's just been Atolina. Before me there were 2 more graduates, okay? So there's just been 4 of us from Nagaland, okay? So you see, like there is so much, like any diversity ka naina, not from the state as well. So what we're basically trying to do is create a diversity, okay? Trying to provide a platform for people to come there and study and then come back to the society and help the society at large, okay? So this exam to Janina, it'll be for an hour, na? So 50 minutes plus 10 minutes, okay? So give it all your best, not all the best, do properly, just think properly and attempt it properly. Okay, we'll give you the instructions in the exam hall, so every one of you can proceed in the exam hall. Thank you.